blankenship to the nominating petition of Dale Colall. Melanie, do you have anything to add to your, other than what you had written in your objection?
Yes, I'd just like to go through real quick that, for the public's interest, that Dale turned his packet in on Sunday, December 16th at 4 p.m. And my objection is based on his failure to meet the Statement of Economic Interest mandatory filing requirements. One, he did not file it with the Logan County Clerk and Recorder prior to the close of the petition filing period, which is 5 p.m. on Monday, December 17th, 2018, as stated by the State Board of Elections, and a certified copy of that receipt was not filed in his candidate packet. I have 7 statements of fact at the top of the economic interest statement in bold letters. It is stated that that packet needs to be turned in to the county clerk. Furthermore, his statement of candidacy that he signed, which is an affidavit at the bottom, states that he will, if he has not already, turn that in to the county clerk or file it with the appropriate office. And then within the page 20 of the Illinois State Candidates Guide, it states each candidate must file a receipt indicating that he or she has filed a statement of economic interest as required by the Illinois Government Ethics Act. And that would be 10 ILCS 5, 7-10, 7-12, 8-8, 10-5, and 5 ILCS 420/1-101. That had to be filed no later than 5 p.m. on the last day in which the nomination papers should have been filed. The state statute confirms all of this along with the Illinois Government Ethics Act and the Illinois Constitution, Article 13, Section 2, specifically states, failure to file a statement within the time prescribed shall result in ineligibility or forfeiture of office. I also have 28 court cases, some from Chicago, some from Cook County, some from East St. Louis, and even appellate court judges that I would like to enter into evidence to support the mandatory filing of the economic interest statement that voids a candidate's position on the ballot if not done in a timely fashion. Thank you.
Melanie, do you have a copy of those for the other individual too, the opposing party?
No, I don't.
Can you provide them a copy with those as well? You would need to provide it to Mr. Colall, a copy of those that you're submitting.
Is that part of the 10-page rules that I'm not aware of?
Correct.
Okay. You want the copy of the court cases? Is that what you're asking for?
Are you filing those with the board?
The court cases?
Correct.
Yes, right there.
And yes.
Happy to do so. Here you go, Dale. You're welcome.
All right, Dale, at this point in time, do you have a statement on your admission or denial of the allegations?
Yes, sir. I did not file the economic statement with Logan County Clerk's Office. On Monday morning, the 17th, I deposited the economic statement in the City of Atlanta outside the deposit box, thinking that I didn't know any better. I've filed those plenty of times, but I've never filed them with Logan County. I've always brought them to the City Hall where they forwarded them to the county, I assume. I've done that yearly, so it's my fault for not reading the law, I guess. That's all I have to say.
So you are admitting to the objection?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Now, before we read this decide whether to sustain. Yes, just first one, you would need to make a motion to sustain the objection. Have a second, roll call.
I would make a motion that the board sustain the objection to the candidacy of Mr. Colwell.
I'll second the motion.
Second by Billy. To sustain the objection. Roll call.
Roll call. Sheep.
Yes.
Fenton.
Yes,
Martin. Yes.
thank you.
The hearing date would suggest you put that at 7 o'clock on the night of the regular city council meeting, where written ruling will be issued.
Okay, the hearing date to issue the written document on the sustaining of the motion will be done at 7:15 on January the 15th before the regular city council meeting at 7:30
PM.
p.m. Okay, second objection, Harry Kill. Do you have additional information that has not been included within your packet that you'd like to discuss?
My name is Eric Hill. First, I'd like to extend my sympathy to Mrs. Cheek for the loss of her husband. My name is Eric Hill, the objector to Mr. Dale Colaw's candidate packet for the city alderman, Ward 3. I reside at 107 Southwest 4th Street. I'm a duly qualified, registered, and legal voter within the legal boundaries of the city of Atlanta. My purpose for filing the objection petition is my desire to ensure that the laws governing the filing of nominating petitions for the April 2nd, 2019 consolidated election are properly complied with, and that only qualified candidates where their names appear on that April 2nd consolidation ballot as candidates for the aforementioned office. As I stated in my objection, I filed on December the 26th, 2018. I have based my objection on the copies of Mr. Colaw's candidate packet turned into the city of Atlanta at 4 p.m. on Sunday, December the 16th, 2018. Candidate Colaw has filed a packet of petitions that are not compliant with the Illinois Election Code under 10 ILCS 5/10 6.2, specifically that require the State Board of Elections, the election authority, or the local election officials for whom the petitions, nominations, or files pursuant to this Article 10 shall specify the place where files shall be made upon receipt, shall endorse there on the day and the hour at which time the petition is filed. Business day is defined within the state of Illinois Election Code as any day in which the Office of Election Authority, local election officials, or the State Board of Elections is open to the public for a minimum of 7 hours. Candidate Colaw petitions were received on Sunday, December the 16th, 2018, which is outside the city of Atlanta's normal business hours. Other candidates are not provided the same opportunity, nor were these hours posted publicly for other candidates to take advantage of. Allowing Mr. Colaw to hand his packet in outside of business hours impacts the ballot order of candidates and creates the appearance of manipulation of the election code and the outcome of the April 2nd, 2019 consolidated election. Please note that the failure to comply with any part of the election code can result in additional filings and criminal charges. 10 ILCS 5/1A-8 of the Illinois Election Code. In order to preserve the integrity of the election process, the requirements that the candidates' packets are required to be handed in during posted hours and usual and customary hours of the City of Atlanta. This is mandatory provision of the Electoral Code, and all candidates deserve the same access for handling in the candidate's packet to preserve their placement on the ballot. Conclusion, therefore, as an objector, I declare that the purported nomination papers and nominating petitions of Mr. Koloff as a candidate for the election of the office of the City of Atlanta Alderman, Ward 3, in the City of Atlanta and the County of Logan, in the State of Illinois, be declared by his Honorable Election Board to be insufficient and not in compliance with the laws of the State of Illinois, and that the candidate's name be stricken, and that the Honorable Election Board enter its decision declaring that the name of Mr. Koloff as a candidate for election of office of the City of Atlanta, Alderman, Ward 3, City of Atlanta, in the County of Logan, in the State of Illinois, not be printed on an official ballot for the consolidated election to be held on April the 2nd, 2019. Thank you.
Okay. And Dale, do you have rebuttal?
Yes, sir. Since we're going by the letter, on the objector's petition, under section 1, the second line, it states that Eric M. Hill, 107 Southwest 4th Street, Atlanta, County of Logan, located in the state of Illinois, zip code 61723, within the legal boundaries of the City of Atlanta, Ward 3, that the objector duly qualified, registered legal voter at this respective address. He is not a member of the 3rd Ward. I ask for the petition to be voided.
Okay. We have the option of either overruling the objection due to the incorrect information under the objector legal boundaries, or we can sustain the motion, disregard the erroneous information given on legal boundaries of his address.
I think at this point, since we sustained the first objection, I would move to sustain this objection as well, because it's not really going to make any difference if we don't.
Okay, make that as a motion.
Yeah, I'll make it.
I'll second that motion. And roll call.
Roll call. Sheik?
Yes.
Fanchon?
Yes.
And Martin? Yes.
Okay, hearing to receive the written documentation of the objection will be next Tuesday night at 7:15 before the original council meeting. Okay, third objection, Lonnie King, do you have any additional information concerning your input?
Based on copies of Linda Evans' candidate packet I received, candidate Linda Evans did not declare on either her state of candidacy or her signature petition the term of office she is seeking of City Atlanta Alderman Ward 2, as there are 2 office terms available, 2-year term and 4-year term. Illinois Election Code 10 ILCS 5/10-5 specifically states the following requirements. It says that underneath the revised statement candidacy, underlined, it says for expired terms, you must list 2 years or 4 years along with the office and the office space provided. On her candidate's paper, she has an older copy of that. The next one would be the statement of economic interest. The statement of economic interest was not filed with Logan County Clerk and recorded prior to the close of the petition filing period, which was 5 p.m. on Monday, December 17, 2018, as stated by Illinois State Board of Elections. And a certified receipt from Logan County Clerk and recorder was not filed with their candidate packet evidence that he filed the statement of economic interest with the appropriate official and timely manner. There's 7 statement of facts. First statement of economic interest header, Exhibit 3. 2 is statement of candidacy, Exhibit 4. 3, 2019 State of Illinois Candidates Guide, Exhibit 5. Which is, it must be filed no later than 5 p.m. on the last date of which nomination papers may be filed. 4, Illinois Election Code 10 ILCS 5-10-5 specifically states the following requirements. Exhibit 6, the candidate must file with the officer with whom the nomination papers are filed a receipt from the officer with the statement of economic interest is filed showing the date at which the statement was filed. Such receipt shall be so filed no later than the last date at which nomination papers have been filed. 5, Illinois Government Ethics 5, ILCS 420/105 states, the candidate for elected office shall file her statement of economics not later than the end of the period during which he can take the action necessary under the laws of the state to attempt qualify for nomination, election, or retention to such office. If he has not filed a statement in relation to the same unit of government within a year deciding such action. And 6, Constitution of State of Illinois Article, Section 2, Statement of Economic Interest. Failure to file statement within the time prescribed shall result in ineligibility for or forfeit or office. 7, I have 23 cases supporting my objection, which I can give to you. And that's about it.
Linda, you have,
My only comment is, Mr. Reynolds, that I have an older copy. I did not put the term, the petition I had at the office of the second ward alderman. I did omit the term. I did submit the economic papers and the petition to the local municipal clerk. So I guess I am guilty.
motion on the objection.
I'll move to sustain the objection.
And I'll second the motion.
Okay, roll call?
Roll call. Fincham,
Yes.
Sheik,
Yes.
and Martin. Yes.
Setting of a new hearing date to receive the information in writing, be January 15th at 7:15 prior to the 7:30 Atlanta City Council meeting. Motion for adjournment, I will so move.